Imagine a peaceful evening in March 1997, over the skies of Phoenix, Arizona. The sun had set, painting the sky in hues of twilight, while the city's residents settled into the comforting rhythm of a typical Thursday night. The air was filled with the familiar hum of urban life, punctuated by the occasional laughter of children playing under the starlit sky, and the distant barking of a dog. The tranquil desert city lay blissfully unaware of the spectacle that was about to unfold. As minutes turned into hours, the night sky began to change. A subtle shift, almost imperceptible at first, but growing steadily more pronounced. A sense of anticipation hung in the air, as if the universe itself was holding its breath. Yet everyone carried on, oblivious to the signs. Little did the residents know, this night would etch Phoenix into the annals of UFO lore forever. As the darkness of the night deepened, an unusual spectacle began to unfold. In the vast expanse of the Arizona sky, a formation of lights began to take shape. It was not just any formation, but a distinct V-shape, like a colossal boomerang suspended in the night sky. The lights, glowing orb-like, were unlike anything the residents of Phoenix had ever seen. They were enormous, each light seemingly the size of a commercial airplane, and they moved in a coordinated, almost choreographed manner. Silent, they glided across the sky, casting an eerie luminosity on the landscape below. Reports began flooding in from all over the city. Residents, young and old, gazed upwards, captivated by the spectacle unfolding above them. Some reported a solid object connecting the lights, while others described the night sky peeking through, suggesting an array of separate entities. The lights moved in perfect formation, maintaining their V-shape as they traversed the sky. Their speed was baffling, too slow for an airplane, yet too fast for a blimp. This was something different, something otherworldly. From the heart of downtown Phoenix to the furthest corners of the city, the lights were visible. They were not fleeting, not a blink-and-you-miss-it phenomenon. They lingered, allowing enough time for thousands to bear witness. The city, known for its bustling nightlife, was momentarily hushed, its inhabitants transfixed by the celestial ballet overhead. The lights, though silent, spoke volumes. They stirred a sense of wonder, prompting questions that had no immediate answers. Stories were shared, theories proposed, debates sparked. The spectacle inspired awe and fear in equal measure, leaving an indelible mark on the collective consciousness of the city. As the hours ticked by, the lights remained, a constant fixture in the night sky. The city of Phoenix, known for its clear desert nights, was given a show like no other. A show that defied explanation, defied logic, defied what we know of our world. The spectacle lasted for hours, etching an unforgettable image in the minds of thousands. By 10 p.m., the situation escalated to a point of sheer disbelief. The Phoenix Lights incident was no longer a passing curiosity. It had grown into a spectacle that held the entire city of Phoenix in its thrall. Imagine for a moment, if you will, the scene that unfolded. Thousands of people, residents of a bustling metropolis, looking up to the night sky and seeing it transformed. It was no longer the familiar blanket of stars and darkness. Instead, it was filled with a formation of mysterious lights that danced and hovered with an intention that seemed almost sentient. The reactions of the residents were a mix of awe, fear, and confusion. The city's phone lines were jammed with frantic calls. People reported seeing a V-shaped object larger than a football field, with lights that glowed an eerie red. It was silent, yet its presence was louder than any noise could have been. It was a sight that defied everything they had known and understood about the world. News outlets and law enforcement agencies were flooded with reports. The switchboards lit up like Christmas trees as more and more people called in, their voices trembling with excitement, fear, or a combination of both. The city was in the throes of a phenomenon that seemed straight out of a science fiction novel. Yet, amidst the chaos and confusion, there was a strange sense of unity. Strangers stood side by side, their eyes glued to the spectacle above. Conversations sparked between people who'd never spoken before, their differences forgotten in the face of the inexplicable. It was as if the city had become a giant outdoor observatory, and every resident, a skywatcher. The city of Phoenix, a bustling metropolis known for its sun-soaked days and starlit nights, was under a shadow. But this shadow was not cast by any cloud or building. It was cast by a formation of lights, an unidentified flying object, a question mark in the sky. The lights, silent and eerie, held the city captive under their glow. For those few hours, Phoenix was not just a city in Arizona. It was a city under a shadow, a city touched by the unknown. As the sun dawned, Phoenix awoke to a reality that seemed more like science fiction. The city, still reeling from the astonishing spectacle of the previous night, was abuzz with speculation, disbelief, and a sense of unease. The Phoenix Lights incident had turned an otherwise normal evening into a night that would be forever etched in the annals of the unexplained. The media was quick to pick up on the public's bafflement and curiosity. News outlets, both local and national, were flooded with first-hand accounts, witness testimonies, and amateur footage of the inexplicable aerial formation. Talk shows were abuzz with experts and enthusiasts, each offering their own theories, ranging from secret military operations to extraterrestrial visitors. The city's newspapers were splashed with headlines that screamed of the spectacle, each one more sensational than the last. Public reactions were a mixed bag of awe, fear, and skepticism. Some residents were adamant that they had witnessed something otherworldly, something that defied conventional understanding. Others were more skeptical, dismissing the event as a clever hoax or a misinterpretation of natural phenomena. Yet there was no denying that something unusual had happened. The city was gripped by an air of uncertainty, a collective sense of wonderment that seemed to hang heavy in the desert air. Amidst the media frenzy and public speculation, the authorities were hard-pressed to provide an explanation. Official statements were vague and non-committal, only adding to the confusion. The military denied any involvement, and the government seemed just as clueless as the public. The lack of a satisfactory explanation only fueled the growing sense of disbelief and skepticism, turning the Phoenix Lights into a subject of endless debate and speculation. In the days and weeks that followed, the Phoenix Lights incident continued to dominate headlines and conversations. The city was in the grip of a mystery that seemed to defy all rational explanations. The incident had moved beyond the realm of a mere sighting. It had become a phenomenon, a moment in time that had forever changed the way the city looked at the night sky. The Phoenix Lights incident had turned from a night spectacle into a lasting enigma. The city of Phoenix had become a city in disbelief, forever marked by an event that it could neither explain nor forget. More than 2 decades later, the Phoenix Lights incident remains an unresolved mystery. This remarkable event, which occurred on the night of March 13, 1997, continues to baffle and intrigue both skeptics and believers alike. To recap, thousands of people across the state of Arizona reported seeing a series of stationary lights hovering in a V formation over the city of Phoenix. These unexplained lights were visible for a considerable amount of time, allowing many to capture them on video. Despite the numerous eyewitness accounts and footage, no definitive explanation has been offered to account for what was seen that night. Over the years, a multitude of theories have emerged in an attempt to explain the Phoenix Lights incident. Some believe it was a military operation, perhaps an experimental aircraft or a series of flares. Others suggest it could have been atmospheric phenomena or even a mass hallucination. Yet, none of these theories have produced concrete evidence that can fully explain the event. The military operation theory, for instance, does not account for the silence of the lights, the duration of the sighting, or the formation's apparent disregard for gravity. The atmospheric phenomena theory, while plausible, does not explain the uniformity and formation of the lights. As for the mass hallucination theory, it is highly unlikely that thousands of people shared the same hallucination simultaneously. The debate about the Phoenix Lights incident is ongoing, with no consensus in sight. The lack of concrete evidence leaves room for speculation and conjecture. This unresolved mystery continues to captivate the attention of UFO enthusiasts, researchers, and the general public. It is a reminder that there are still phenomena in our world that defy explanation and challenge our understanding of the universe. While the truth behind the Phoenix Lights incident may remain shrouded in mystery, one thing is clear. That night in March 1997, something extraordinary happened in the skies above Phoenix. The Phoenix Lights incident has left a lasting legacy, far beyond the borders of Arizona. This event has seared itself into the fabric of popular culture, becoming a touchstone in the lore of UFOs. From movies to music, from novels to television shows, the Phoenix Lights have found their way into the collective imagination of the world. But perhaps more importantly, this incident has had a profound influence on the UFO community. It has sparked countless debates and investigations, inspiring a new generation of researchers and enthusiasts. It has fueled the ongoing conversation about the possibility of extraterrestrial life, challenging our understanding of the universe and our place within it. The Phoenix Lights incident has become a symbol of the unexplained, a beacon of curiosity and wonder. It is a testament to the human spirit, our relentless pursuit of knowledge, and our innate desire to explore the unknown. Whether a sign of extraterrestrial life or a misunderstood natural phenomenon, the Phoenix Lights continue to captivate, intrigue, and bewilder us, even after all these years.